He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Thomas. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Wants to fire on second down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Quarterback adapting. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Tripped up for the tackle. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida! First points of the day are on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going back to the ground. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be third and long. Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Off play action. Big fella moving. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
I tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The run to the left. Makes him talk to the hand. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely...
He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays. especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail.
It's caught, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, son! Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Underwood. Wide out, trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was rough. The money, you just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Got his man quickly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fitted in the window for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
14. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll give it to the back. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Pulls it in. It's White. Wide open spaces. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Bob. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Shakes off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. It's Locke. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to throw. The trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry. To do here on 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. Is the first one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's caught. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot